the students cried out to him, "Master, what do you see?" Rabbi Hanina ben Tradion shared a lasting image. "The parchment is burning, but the letters are taking flight." Buried deep in the liturgy of the Yom Kippur midday Musaf service is the harrowing account of the 10 martyrs. The account is set in the 2nd century of the Common Era, during the brutal reprisals of the Emperor Hadrian against the Jews in the land of Israel. Many Jews were tortured and slaughtered during these Hadrianic persecutions, but the liturgy highlights the gruesome deaths of 10 saintly rabbis. Amongst the 10 was a rabbi named Hanina ben Tradion. His crime? The Emperor Hadrian outlawed Torah study, and in open defiance of the Roman edict, Rabbi Hanina sat with the Torah in his hands and instructed all those who wished to study. His death was particularly gruesome. He was bound together with a Torah scroll and set alight, but not before wet wool was placed on his chest to prolong his life and his agony. As their teacher was nearing his end, the students cried out to him, "Master, what do you see?" As the flames scorched his body, Rabbi Hanina ben Tradion shared a lasting image. "The parchment is burning, but the letters are taking flight." Seeing their master's pain, the disciples urged, "You too, like the Torah whose physical shell is being destroyed, open your mouth and the fire will enter you and your soul will ascend with the letters." But the sage understood that the ordeal was not over. It is better that he who gave the soul should take it back, rather than a person inflict harm on himself. The Roman executioner, seeing Rabbi Hanina ben Tradion's bravery and perceiving his pain, turned to the sage and said, "My master, if I increase the flame and remove the clumps of wet wool from your heart in order to end your suffering, will you bring me to the life of the world to come?" "Yes, swear to me," the sage complied, and the executioner immediately increased the fire, and Rabbi Hanina ben Tradion's soul departed. Without waiting, the executioner jumped into the flames, and a heavenly voice resounded, "Rabbi Hanina ben Tradion and the executioner are prepared for the world to come." A postscript tells of Rabbi Yehuda Hanassi's reaction. "Yesh shekone olamo b'sha'achat." There are those who acquire their share in the world to come in a singular moment, while it may elude others who labor for a lifetime. How is it possible that this Roman executioner, a man whose cruel profession brought untold misery to so many, was able, in a rare moment of deep compassion, to escape his fate and acquire a blissful afterlife? The answer lies in how we choose to define time. Time can be defined as a continuum or as segmental. Time can either be perceived as a continuous stream, or it can be perceived as a series of discontinued particles or segments. If time is seen as a continuous stream, there's no way the executioner can break his evil past, because it flows directly into the present. One cannot simply detach the present moment from all that came before. But if time is viewed as segmental, each moment stands alone, independent from the past or the future. It is a world unto itself. And in the birth of that new, unencumbered moment, anything is possible. The whole notion of teshuvah as a transformational process is based on the segmental perception of time. The great Hasidic master, Rabbi Levi Yitzchak of Berditchev, wrote that teshuvah is a celebration of the present. It's based on the notion that each moment bears an infinitude of fresh possibility. And if that possibility is grasped and harnessed, one can literally be transformed. Rabbi Levi Yitzchak asks his reader to imagine each exhalation of breath as a definitive end, and each inhalation as a new beginning. Breathe deeply, exhale, and as the breath leaves you, let go of all the negativity you've been holding on to. Inhale. Feel the breath enter your lungs. Hold it for a moment and celebrate the miracle of renewal and the possibility of a fresh start. Redemptive renewal is a personal process. It's not easy. It requires deep commitment. But a genuine break with the past is possible if one is prepared to put in the work. If there ever was a time when a fresh start was needed for individuals and for society as a whole, it is now. Yom Kippur offers us the framework for the blessing of new beginnings. Let us grasp this precious moment to transform ourselves and our world for the better.